GOP's built-in advantage for the 2014 election. We are just about 7 or 8 months out from the 2014 election. A lot of folks are really trying to figure out, can Democrats really get some headwinds and win this election? Now, while I am a huge progressive, as most folks out there know, I'm not going to hide it. We got some problems on our hands, folks, and here's the problem that we have. Along about 10 years ago, or more than that, a couple years ago, use a couple is a better word, the GOP made a valiant effort, a very, very valiant effort to start to control state legislatures, right? So one by one, they picked off legislature by legislature by legislature, right? In 2010, 2009, 08 election, they did a good job of picking up state legislatures. And what they knew this one thing to be true. If we can pick off state legislatures in 2010, we can redraw the map. And we can redraw the map in our favor. Now the other good thing for Republicans is that progressives and Democrats usually live in urban areas, densely populated areas. So because of that, you can what we call pack districts, or it's also known as gerrymandering. You can pack districts where Republicans are more sparsely spread out, so you can sort of pick and choose. So what we've seen a lot of Republican state legislatures do is pack all the Democrats into one district and then sort of put all the Republicans all over the place in other districts. So because of that, Republicans have headwinds. And let me explain this to you a little bit more deeply, right? President Obama, overwhelmingly, he trounced Mitt Romney. Yet still, the Democrats only had 8 gains in the United States House of Representatives. To answer that question, why? The Democratic candidates got more votes total than Republican candidates, but they still did not win back control of the United States House of Representatives because the districts were already drawn to favor Republican candidates. I say all that to say, the reason why the Republicans have an advantage here going into 2014 is the maps are drawn in their favor. Now, that does not mean, America, that Democrats are going to lose. What that means is we've got to work a little bit harder. Because you see, this is one thing that I know to be true about Americans generally speaking. Well, a couple things that Americans don't like. One, they don't like when you trample on their rights. 2, they don't like the people who stomp on the throats of the little guy. They hate those people. They absolutely hate them. And number 3, they're really waging a war against women. Now, if we can mobilize those individuals whose rights are being taken away, whether it's their voting rights, or whether it's their right to choose, or whether it's their right to get married, or any of those rights, right? If we can fight that fight, right, and we could also fight the fight that says, hey, listen, there is indeed a war on women being waged by the Republican Party, right? And number 3, if we can get those folks to turn out and vote in this election in record number, America, we can turn back the hands of time. But that requires that we get out there, we get active, and we vote. So the story boils down to get up, get active, get voting.